Gunther, the Ring General, versus Jey Uso for the World Heavyweight Championship. Why is this match not the main event? It is the world title, right? Yeah, the winner of the world, excuse me, the Royal Rumble one is in this title match, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, so I remember I was confused with that, but I do remember that has happened a couple times where the Royal Rumble winner did not main event. Now, I feel like if that's what they're gonna do, they need to stop saying that you're gonna main event WrestleMania and just go with the you get to pick who you want to go after for a championship. Like, are you going after the WWE Championship or the World Heavyweight Championship?
Yeah, you're right because last year, Seth Rollins he defended the World Championship in the opener, correct, of night 2.
Yeah, I think yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So it was like, and like I said, if they're gonna go with that, just stop saying you're gonna main event WrestleMania. Because it would still hold the same weight if you're gonna get if the person chooses to go after one or two titles. It should
Well,
really change anything.
well, I'll at least give them like one night where their main event in WrestleMania. Like night 1 could be with the world, the World Championship story, and then like night 2 could be the undisputed 30 championship. But it's not really really undisputed because you have a whole nother World Championship on the other brands.
See, I think when it comes to this year, it was just the timing of everything and all the storylines. I think it was just hard for them to be like, who is gonna main event because
Right.
you did have you have John Cena and Cody, and then you have Roman Punk and Seth in a triple threat, and then you have Jey Uso and Gunther. This is like well, damn, which one do we really go with?
You have a double main event on the first night of WrestleMania.
Yeah, so I can see how it could have been hard, but at the same time, it's like you said, it's a double main event. So if Jey Uso and Gunther main evented, and this triple threat match with Seth Punk and Roman was before that match, then it would still be good. Now, I think the only fear that they may have had, the reason why they didn't choose to go with that, is how good a match would be. Like, if Seth Punk and Roman did, let's say they didn't main event, and their match was before Jey Uso's and Gunther's, and their match was so good, and then Jey Uso and Gunther match come, and the main event match ain't as good as the previous match, it would make that main event look like it wasn't that good. So, and all respect to Jey Uso, I fuck with Jey Uso, but it's not like this dude has a very wide move set.
Well, let me just say this: it's not the fact that I don't want uh Jey Uso and Gunther the main event. It's just the simple fact that I guess because like the names involved at WrestleMania, they're going to main event last, but it's just a simple fact that like it's a triple threat without a world title on the line or any type of stipulation on the line. But this is not the first time where like a match that should have went last didn't go last, and like the matches like star power kind of superseded what the world title had going on for like Rock versus Hogan shit at WrestleMania X8. If I'm not mistaken, shit, that was
Oh yeah, that got main event.
right. But you would think like, damn, bro, this should have been the fucking main event because like especially about like how the match played out where like the crowd was all on Hogan. Like when I was watching the match when I was a kid, I was like, damn, boy, like they was really like booing the shit out of the Rock saying Rock he sucks, and like it was just the crowd was nostalgia for Hulk Hogan.
Ain't Rock versus Cena, wasn't that not the main event either?
Oh no, I think that was the main event.
It was one match, or was it an Undertaker match that wasn't the main event for one of them WrestleManias?
Yeah, it was quite a few Undertaker matches that was the main event at WrestleMania. And shit, CM Punk, like he was like complaining about that was when like CM Punk Sour Grapes was like when he was WWE champion, there was like plenty of times where he didn't main event the pay-per-view event.
Yeah. In fact, that like I know WWE have been, yeah, WWE has been like every day counting down until one during the greatest matches of WrestleMania. So I think they're about to do number one tomorrow. But number two that they've released today for the second greatest match of WrestleMania history was Bret Hart versus Stone Cold. And everybody's assuming now number one is going to be The Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels.
Which is a great, like the first or the second one. Probably,
It's the '09 one.
all right, so that's the first one, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay. Yeah, that was fire though. Let's be real. Like,
Yeah.
not the topic, but like people made like not like that era, but I feel like a lot of people are appreciating like stuff from that era. But like those WrestleManias, like that era, bro, it was like great visuals. I just want to say that. Like, I just want to say they were great. They were like from a stage point standpoint, they look great at HDs. But what I was about to say. But getting back to what you were saying about Jey Uso's moveset, yeah, I agree that he can benefit from. Because I remember last year we were talking about this as well on the podcast, where we were saying that if they're really about to go all in on making Jey Uso a main event star, ironically, this is not the main event, the main event of WrestleMania, but Jay needed to switch up his move set because like it's kind of very repetitive. Super kick at super kick, keep botching suicide dives and stuff. So I feel like if he's really going to be world champion, he kind of needs to step it up, kind of go back to basics, like like get fit.
Especially after the match he did with his brother last year, because I'm not gonna lie, that's one of the worst WrestleMania matches.
Exactly, like the dude needs a new entrance, music. Switch up his music. Like I said, go back to basics. Like, incorporate some moves into your repertoire. Like shit, like all the Samoans in your family. Like shit, like take one of their finishers. Solo took Umaga's finisher. Shit, like just find something to switch up your character because like
You know,
so
more. I just think his moveset needs more charisma to it. Like I said, like he's so over with the crowd and everything. Like everything is over. It's like everything be so good until it really gets into the ring, and then it seems like it just dies down. And it's like again, like if you just go off, like you said, all these Samoans in your family, bro, you can pull some moves on people. Like Jacob Fatu is doing more than you for moveset wise, and he's just got into WWE.
me personally,
Yeah,
Me personally, at this point, it looks like Jacob Fatu deserves the kind more than Jey Uso simply because like Buddy is he has been getting in shape because he was a lot heavier when he was in NRW. Mm. But I don't know what my dog Jay gonna do, but I'm me personally, I'm not I don't have a definitive winner in my head who should win this match. I want to say Gunther, but I also say Jey Uso.
I would
But
say I'm the same way. Like so, Gunther has. I'm not gonna lie. He has grown over. He has grown on me over the past year. Because like I know last year around this time, for some reason Gunther like I respected him, but it's just he just as a character, I don't know what it was. But now I'm not gonna lie. Like I fuck with Gunther, because he that I think it's that aura of him really being that guy that I just wasn't believing. But how he has been with Jey Uso, like I'm not gonna let him against Jey Uso. It just seems like a easy, like, all right, bro, like you can beat this nigga ass type shit. In for story wise, so that's why I'm fucking with it. But one reason I did not want to see this match at first again either was because it already happened.
Right.
Didn't they already wrestle twice? And
He lost.
lost. Yeah, you lost twice. So it was like, why do I need to see? And it's like one of these things like, all right, if you lost twice, bro, you have to win this time because I promise you, I'm really not going to give a fuck if you lose and you're trying to come back for a rematch at Backlash. I'm sorry. Like, it would make more sense if you win and then Gunther come back at Backlash for his rematch. But if you lose again, I'm sorry, bro. Like, it seemed like you have to win, but also the promo that he cut last night, Gunther, that was a good ass promo.
I didn't see it.
It was a good promo, and I even see somebody retweet and said, "Hey, I ain't gonna lie, sometimes the villain needs to win." Cause,
Right.
I think Gunther has said some shit like, he's never lost his mind in his 37 years of living, and what he did to Jimmy, he was not out of his control. He was not out of his mind. He knew exactly what he was doing, and he loved it.
I see. But like, I'm, I'm cause like I dig Gunther, especially when he was Walter, he was like his Walter character, cause like I kept up with him when he was on the Indies and stuff, and then when he came to NXT, well, when he was in NXT UK, he started Imperium, and then when he moved up to NXT with Imperium, and they switched his name to Gunther. And I remember people were making the biggest, it was complaining about that shit wholeheartedly. And also too, I want to say this too, when NXT had, like, when WWE, well, the main roster was against the NXT guys, and they were so happened to be in the UK, and the NXT got some reinforcements from NXT UK, and Walter came through, and I remember him first, like, getting eliminated from the Survivor Series that year, which had a lot of hype to it, to be honest with you. And I remember him getting in shape and hearing about stories about Vince McMahon wanting to fire him. And I appreciate Walter for improving his English, improving like his physique, because I feel like this is a story for another video, because I got some examples of like dudes, like, like the debate of should you like work out religiously if you're a pro wrestler, which honestly I feel like it's a common sense thing, really, to be honest with you. But that's a story for another video. So like, I appreciate Gunther doing what he needs to do to get us to invest in his character. Like, so shout out to Gunther. But like I said, we brought good points. Is why I'm indecisive on Gunther becoming the world heavyweight. With Jey Uso becoming the world heavyweight champion. I would love for Gunther to retain, but at the same damn time, it's like a now or never type moment for Jey Uso. But I feel like it's gonna be on some damage you do, damage you don't, because people are complaining about him winning the Rumble. It's not the simple fact that I had an issue with Jay winning the Rumble. It's just the simple fact, like, damn, they actually did it. They actually gave the Royal Rumble to someone who hasn't won it before, because like regular fans gonna complain, like, damage you do, damage you don't, bro. Because like they'll say we want someone new to win the Royal Rumble, but then when someone new wins, like, oh, we didn't want him to win. But then when someone won it who won it before, they can be like, damn, you won it already. You should have gave the Royal Rumble win to someone else. So, because like people are already turning on Jey Uso now, but wrestling fans are just dumb. They don't let shit play out and they just complain. Triple H said that's in like his most recent interview that there's a lot of bitching and complaining on the internet.
Pretty much. I definitely agree.